All right, update. Turn sideways. Sorry. Update number 5 or 6. I think it's 6. Motor and trans married together. Yada yada. Spun the crank twice. Make sure the flywheel and everything clears, which it should. It was an OEM replacement clutch. New oil pans on. This one had a hole in it. Oil pans on, everything's hung, yada yada. I just lifted the car up. I'm about to snug up the oil pan bolts. They said the instructions for the gasket maker said to finger tighten them for an hour and then to torque them to spec. So I'll do that here in a minute. Once I torque those down, I'm gonna swing it into place. I found that it was actually a little easier not to bolt any of the mounts first and to hook up the shift linkage, because to get this bolt in, it's an Allen off to the side and it hits the side really tight to get a socket in there. So I found that if you just shimmy the motor and trans a bit sideways, screw that in first, it gives it a little bit of play. So you button all that up first and then fully seat it. I found that easiest. The first time I did it, I fought with it forever trying to get that screw in. Yeah, so that's about it. I got the starter in. Everything's pretty much ready to go. I'm going to do the time belt and water pump on it again as soon as I get it, set it in. I don't really need to do it while it's, hanging all sketchy like. But yeah, so we're doing this in the street because my driveway is too much of a hill. I guess the workbench is my Jetta Sport Wagon. We put the transmission in the trunk of that and kind of hung the motor and then kind of just put them together that way, and it worked out pretty well. It beats trying to hold the transmission up. I'm doing 99% of this by myself. I had my little brother kind of give me a hand with mating the two. But yeah, other than that, that's the update. That's where I'm at. I'll do another one once she's sitting in and bolted down before I start plugging in this whole harness and all that jazz. But if all goes well, I should be able to start it up tonight. Ideally, everyone says the H2O prep. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Some oil, new oil for it, coolant's over there. Yep. Outside of the clutch, this is pretty much an all-stock motor. Nothing too special about it. Nuts, bolts, screws, shit for days. All right, guys. Thanks.